Today is Saturday, February the 7th, 2026. It's my anniversary. This is the day that Scott Shellenberger kidnapped me. I was kidnapped from my home at 1402 Laucks at about 2:30 p.m. I went to court in Baltimore City about my landlord and my rent at 1402 Laucks. I put my rent in escrow, the same way I put my taxes in escrow. All right, I put them in escrow. So we're talking about mass incarceration in your prison industry. That's why you locked me up in 2011. That's why you locked me up in 2007. That's why you ain't gonna lock me up no more. I want to go to court. I want to go to the grand jury, Brack versus Wells, and I want Governor Westmore as my main witness. Starbucks and Shorty, and this is the story. That's Starbucks. All right, that's me at Starbucks, Harbor East Starbucks. That's Governor Westmore, and it's Black History Month. All right, it's Black History Month. It's the Black Partner Network, coffee and Starbucks. So we're talking about mass incarceration in your prison industry, and I'm doing it through the legal lens. All right, this is through the legal lens. Activism ain't terrorism. It's Black History Month. That's Emmett Till. That's Martin Luther King. That's Michelle Alexander. We're talking about the new Jim Crow 2026 and mass incarceration. Like I said, Scott Shellenberger locked me up for this. He presented false evidence to the grand jury. All right, and we're gonna go to church about this. That's Pastor Dante Hickman. All right, he be holding events with Marilyn Mosby. He held events with Charles Barkley. Ask him about Charles Barkley when he came to his church, and I holler mic check. Activism ain't terrorism. It's making a documentary about our elected officials, all right? This is 2026, and this is to prove I was making a movie. That's Rob Fix, and it was court ordered for my property to be returned. I was making a movie, and the toilet was a prop for the movie. That's notarized. This is State of Illinois versus Dwayne Davis, filed 2007, all right? See who that is? Chief Justice Roberts of the Supreme Court. See that? That's John Bailey, my lawyer, 2009. We talking about Public Accommodations Act, the right to access the courts, the right to property. And like I said, these are elected officials. I'm looking for exoneration of the Supreme Court for these three cases because I was making a movie, and the toilet ain't nothing but a prop for the movie. That's Ryan Dorsey and me. Art and activism, the art of protest. This is a movie release from the Karson Institute, all right? And I signed that. That's me on the porch at Martin Luther King's house, all right? Like I said, we ain't got no more Martins, we ain't got no more Malcolms. We got too many self-serving demigods. I'm sitting on the porch because I won his job. That's November 2023. Jim Jordan, the House Judiciary Committee. Like I said, I was making a movie, House Judiciary Committee. And I'm making the movie through social media. For more information about Mr. Davis, he can be found on Facebook, all right? And I do this on Facebook. I got class with Dr. K today, and Kwesi Mfume wrote the letter, so I'm ready to testify in front of the Judiciary Committee. Freedom ain't never free. Freedom's something you gotta fight for. I'm still standing. I'm still Shorty, a black man protecting his black family. That ain't against the law. That's CNN at the police station. So CNN gonna have to play that information too. Omar Juventus, Don Lemon, when Don Lemon came to town, yeah, media wars is real. And that's the office of the state prosecutor, all right? So we're gonna go to the state prosecutor with all this. I'm the cook in Baltimore. Never bite the hand that feeds Baltimore. You see who he is? Too Shorty. So we're gonna do WBAL, everything you got. America's in the toilet. Yeah, y'all made me famous for toilets, and I'm gonna run with that. That's Mr. Boston. See the date? 2007. That's my store on Falls Road. That's Johnny Oleski. And that's Kwesi Mfume. And that's the Department of Justice, Eric Barron. So if you're gonna bring the Department of Justice for Brandon Scott, bring it for Scott Shellenberger.